So, speaking of Zeke and his suspensions, Tyreek Hill did not get suspended for more evidence than Zeke did, and he got 6 evidence. Zeke had no evidence against him, really, and he got suspended for 6 games or 2 seasons ago, I guess now. And Tyreek Hill had good enough evidence to get suspended for at least 2 games, and he got suspended for zip, nada, 0. It's pathetic. It's inconsistent, and the NFL needs to change that and fix it badly.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of punishing players for a good amount, just because I think there's a lot of stuff that we don't even see that players do, and allegations that aren't even brought up. So if you have stuff that is clearly brought up multiple times, there's multiple videos, multiple audio tapes of what Tyreek Hill has done. If that's getting so much attention, then there's something there. And even if he didn't do it,
he has a history.
Yeah, he has a history of doing stuff to women and children, and just it's not right. And Tyreek Hill, like you said about Zeke, is really, really talented. Like, you can't deny he's super, super talented, but it's the same thing with Zeke. The off the field issues are almost too much to want to keep. And I know you're going to talk about his contract extension talks and stuff like that, but I think that for me, Tyreek Hill is one of my favorite receivers to watch play the game, just because he's so explosive, he's so fast. But for me, I would suspend him for at least a year or 2, or maybe even longer, depending how bad, or if they find more evidence and how bad it is. So I'll let you talk about his contract stuff.
Yeah, I'm definitely not in the idea that he should be suspended for a while or for at least a season, but I do think he should have been suspended for at least a couple of games. I think it's absurd that he has no punishment.
I mean, but I think he should be suspended for more than 2. Kareem Hunt got suspended for 8? For, kicking women is terrible. Tyreek Hill has been accused for punching a pregnant woman and breaking a child's arm. I think that's a little more than 8 games to me. I think it should just be more than 8. Based on what they did with Kareem Hunt, you can argue whether that was unfair or whatever, but anyway.
And you have people with the whole weed and pot situation. They smoke it and they're out for the season.
Yeah.
We don't have to get into that.
Yeah.
But there's that. So Tyreek Hill, the same day these allegations, or this comes out that he's not going to be suspended, I believe about 6 hours later, I see my phone and I get news that he's going to be the highest paid wide receiver. That's what the Chiefs are in talks about. I think that's absurd. I was a little outraged when I saw it first. Does he deserve this money? Relatively, yes.
On the field, yes.
Yes, on the field.
Off the field, no.
The Chiefs are going to be in a tight situation because a lot of their money is going towards not a lot of players, and they're going to have to pay Pat Mahomes. Without paying Tyreek Hill, they're going into next season as it would be without any new contract with $16 million in cap space. If you're paying Tyreek, you're entering some sketchy waters, and you're going to have to pay Mahomes really soon.
And a lot. Mahomes is going to want the biggest quarterback contract ever, probably. So,
and we're going to be seeing some news things with Jared Goff and Deshaun Watson and Mitchell Trubisky contracts, plus who knows, maybe Winston and Mariota get contracts. It's going to be a big it's a lot of money. We're going to see a lot of $200 million QBs. Does he deserve this? Yes. But I would confidently say that they could find another speed receiver that could help them and could do at least 70% of the job Tyreek does.
I was gonna say 80. I think you can find receivers that could do 80% of what he could do. Because receivers, that's why you have 5, sometimes 6 receivers that play during a game, sometimes more. You only have one quarterback. You only have You have 1 or 2 running backs usually. You have a lot of receivers on your team, and so that's another debatable question. Do wide receivers deserve to be paid a bunch since there's so many of them on a team? And I think you definitely could find receivers that are 80%, 75% comparable to what Tyreek Hill was.
They drafted a wide receiver from Ohio State, I believe Paris Campbell's his name, in the 2nd round, and he was a deep threat. They drafted him because they thought Tyreek was going to be suspended, and I think that's pretty apparent. They have too much money. It's really heavy on the stars when you have Tyrann Mathieu, Frank Clark, you have Pat Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill taking up a chunk of your cap space. I don't think that's going to get you anywhere, to be honest. So that's our opinions on the whole NFL right now. Not much news is coming out with the NFL. And you have any other points left to make?
No, I think that's it. So like and subscribe. If you want more NFL talk, more running back, wide receiver, any NFL talk, we're down to do it. Just let us know in the comments. So we'll see you next time.